Good morning, good afternoon. I'm Matt, and you've reached King Travis Tribe. Today, I'm going to deliver a message that was recommended by one of my viewers, uh, talking about when your DM reaches out or breaks his silence. But first, I want to give a couple announcements. First, I would like to thank all my subscribers for your comments, likes, and shares. And even the people that subscribe to my IG account and Twitter. I do share information occasionally there, especially my daily post. I'd just like to also take a minute to recognize, the Good Vibe Tribe. They they came together and surprised me with a live event just for me, and it's posted in my community section. And that was just a random act of kindness that's not very random for them because they're very kind individuals, and I'm very appreciative to know them, and just that they took the time out to do that was really amazing. And I would like to identify one of them, Stella from Divine Light and Love Oracle. She went above and beyond, and I'm not a big gift person because I think the thought that counts is more important than a materialistic gift. But she got me this king cup, and it's kind of a joke because she got me this king cup, and then she got me this journal with a trident on it. So King Trident. But I thought that was really cool and very nice and very sweet, and I'm very appreciative of her friendship and the fact that she is so kind, and I thank Stella for that gift and your friendship. And then one last item. So I just became an uncle this year, and so my brother-in-law and sister sent me this cup that says, "My favorite niece gave me this mug," and she's probably about the size of this mug, but I thought that was really cool, and I like the message too. I'm pretty sure it's from my brother-in-law. He's like, "And your least favorite brother-in-law?" Well, I only have one brother-in-law. That's what's funny about it. And the other funny thing about that cup is, my favorite niece, I only have one niece. So, I won't tell her that, but, that's pretty funny. Also, as I've always do when I go through my videos, the energy donation information, if you choose to want to donate, you don't have to. I'm not soliciting, but it's at the bottom of my video and in the description box, along with information on my coaching sessions, which I offer 30 minutes and 60-minute coaching sessions, and that information will also be in the description box. And then I have a few future initiatives. I'm looking at possibly doing some meet and greets in the summer of 2020. I still am working on getting my website up, but just prioritizing my workload and maintaining my own energy. So that's to come. I also have a book, actually a few books on the horizon, along with possibly my own deck of oracle cards. And then I'm looking into getting Reiki certified, and then eventually rolling into health and wellness seminars, concentrating on living your best life. And then also constantly studying and learning from aspiring light workers like Sadhguru and Ralph Smart, and I like Dr. Dyer's work, and so those are the things that I'm concentrating on, and I plan on getting to by 2020. So anyway, I'm done with my announcements. So at 4:40. So for the impatient people, and I should have probably said this in the beginning, but I'll timestamp this video so that way you can just jump to the message. So when your DM reaches out, and I'm going to go into the aspect of that you're either in separation or in no communication, and he reaches out, breaks the silence. So, and this will give you a little insight on, kind of the direction that you need to go, because I know that a lot of times things seem like this clear as mud. So hopefully I can clear this up, and this would be crystal clear water like you in the Bahamas. So here we go. So this is a situation that a lot of twins experience, and I'm going to discuss some principles or tools that will assist with ensuring you only accept a DM that's in his king energy. Only in his king energy. We don't accept jokers. Queens don't accept jokers. It is important that we are conscious and aware of life. This is an ability that all humans have. Consciousness is important in so many ways. But for this situation, it is important that we are conscious of the DM's energy. We want to make sure that, he's in his correct energy. You listen with your ears, but you also listen with what's inside of you, your intuition. So watch and listen. And I mean listen from the inside. Take notice of not just what they say, but the energy surrounding their words. Watch their body language, behavior. The energy associated, are they kind, pure, transparent, calm, strong, but compassionate, thoughtful, acting as a leader, and most importantly, respectful. These are just a few traits that would suggest that they are in their king energy. Or are they the opposite? Are they toxic, negative, full of themselves, meaning from their ego? Talk just about themselves in a boastful way. Are they bragging? Standoffish, angry, resentful, not transparent, projecting blame, hot and cold, not direct or wishy-washy. That would suggest that they're in their joker energy, and that's just a few. That's a few traits. That's not every trait. If I sit here and listed every trait, then I'd be here all day. I'd probably do a few pages, but more than likely you're going to experience at least one to five of these traits, if not all. As you see, these are a few qualities to tell of the energy of your DM, and it is important that this is identified as quick as possible. So let's turn this thing around and let's move to you, because it's important that we look at ourselves. Being self-aware and operating in a conscious state is important of our own self-development, improvement, and healing. Are you aware of your energy? This is crucial because if you are not aware of your own self, this can cause the awakened DM to give the opposite response. Because, if you are, let's say you're not really aware of how you're standoffish, or maybe you're coming across in a very forceful, and I know a lot of people disagree with my interpretation of the Queen of Swords, but Queen of Swords energy, then, the awakened DM is in a king energy, and he's just going to be, all right, I need to distance myself. And that's when you'll see he'll probably exhibit that standoffish behavior that you would see in a male or a DM that's in his joker energy. So that's why we need to be aware of ourselves and how we're coming across to our DM. So be in your queen energy, exhibit unconditional love, compassion, understand and exercise self-worth. Very important that you exercise your self-worth, self-respect, and self-love. And you need to be fully open to give and receive love and abundance. Once you're aware and fully in your queen energy, you will not only be aware, but able to quickly identify whether your DM is in his king or joker energy, whichever one. So when he reaches out, his energy will depict your response. You want to be courteous, like a queen, but direct, because your time is valuable. Time is very valuable. The most important thing you can give to someone is your time, because that's something you'll never get back. This should be a personal boundary that is respected. If they come in as a joker, exhibiting joker energy, you should respond. Don't react. Queens respond, they don't react. And you should respond that your time is valuable, that you would appreciate if they would respect you as well as your time. If this is a difficult concept for them to understand, then you need to tell them basically that they can contact you once they understand and are willing to exhibit respect, and that's respect of you and respect of your time. So basically, you're telling them that you have put boundaries up, and they need to respect the boundaries. And that might be a little bit of shock to them, because more than likely before you didn't have those boundaries up. So they were able to do whatever they could basically do whatever they wanted to, whenever they wanted to. And, now we're not doing that anymore, because queens exhibit boundaries and self-worth and self-respect and self-love. So basically, you want to be courteous, compassionate, respectful, but direct. Time is valuable, as I mentioned, and you are a queen. This allows you to kick Mr. Sockhead Joker Boy back to the remedial circus training with his crusty tennis balls while exercising your boundaries and queen energy. If the DM is in his king energy, then the scenario should be flawless. He will reach out, chat or text for 3 to 5 minutes, set a date, which would include a day, time, and place, and then he will handle all the logistics and be a leader. He knows both of your time, his and your time is valuable. He will treat you with the utmost respect and make the date relaxing and enjoyable. He will be a total gentleman because he is a king. So, being conscious and deliberate at working on ourselves is an important aspect for us, as well as our divine counterpart. If we don't respect and love ourselves and set healthy boundaries, then your divine counterpart will more than likely not. So basically, more than likely they won't respect you if you're not setting boundaries. They will not work on these pieces of their own lives, and once we exhibit those qualities, it will send the message that they are going to have to work on these things and become a king if they want to be with you. So basically, as you know, you can't do the work for them, but you can steer them in the right direction with your response. And notice that I said with your response, not your reaction. So whenever you respond with self-worth, self-respect, self-love, and you put those boundaries up, that right there is going to steer them in the direction that they need to go. Then it will be their personal choice on whether or not they work on themselves or they go in a different direction in their life. But the only thing you can do is work on yourself, because you're the only thing in your span of control. So this is why I concentrate on mind, body, and soul, and concentrate on yourself, because, we are important. We are just as important as our divine counterpart. And if we're not working on ourselves, then we're going to get what we get. Basically, the energy you're putting out is what you're going to get back to you. So we want to make sure that we're putting out and we're exerting the energy that we want in our own lives. So anyway, that's the end of my message. I appreciate each and every one of you. And, I appreciate the fact that you've subscribed, liked, shared, commented. And, this week's going to be an awesome week, you guys. And when you get up in the morning, I encourage you to say at least 3 affirmations. The first words and thoughts the first thoughts that you think, and the first, words that you speak out of your mouth should be affirmations. And, just affirm to the universe, your appreciation and gratitude, and you will receive abundance almost immediately. So, and just remember, the 3 most important things in life is love, peace, and happiness. You guys have a great week.